Hello, CJ Haywire here again, and for today's lesson we're going to do a microwave door switch change. This is the door switch that we're going to put in there. First of all, you need to take the cover off the microwave, and I've already taken the time to take all the screws off the back so it's ready to come off. To get the cover off the microwave, pull the sides out from the bottom, tilt it up, and pull it straight back. Lift it off. Now, I have access to the area where the door switch is at. Now that the cover is off, the first thing we need to do is make it safe to work on. And inside the oven is the capacitor right there. Take a piece of wire that's been bent into a U, and we're going to short between the terminals of the capacitor to make sure that all the stored energy has been released from it. Now with that done, the next thing we're going to do is find the lower door switch. And there it is right there at the bottom. Because it's difficult to see in that dark hole that we're going to be working in, I've taken the liberty of bringing a door switch unit out from another microwave that I've already worked on. See if I can get a good shot of this. This is the lower door switch that usually is the one that fails. You can see the two clips are close together on it. The switch in the middle is called the monitor switch. Its job is to prevent the microwave from ever working if the door gets opened and this switch fails. You notice the terminals are farther apart on the monitor switch. And there's the upper door switch, or what they often call the door sensing switch. And it usually has smaller wires on it, except for the case of some of the older microwaves. To get these switches out of the door switch holder is a little bit of a trick. And since I have this unit out, I can show you the trick that it takes to get the switches out of the holder. Usually there's a tab or two tabs that hold it in and a post that the door switch sits over. But to get them out of there, there's usually one or more latches that you have to push or move like this. You push this down, and then the door switch will swing out of its location like that. And as the door switch swings, then you can remove it from the tray. To assemble it is the reverse of that. You line the switch back up over the little stud and then push back on the retainer and swing the switch into position, and then the retainer will lock back in place. And once it's locked back in place, it's done. But now, since it was so easy to do it with this sitting outside where it's easy to see and easy to work on, this time we got to do it while it's actually in the oven, back in that hole. And there you see it down there. But now that we know what the trick is and how to get it out of there, it won't be anywhere near as hard. So, camera set where everybody can see it. We'll reach in there with a screwdriver and push down the latch, tilt the switch, pull the switch straight out, and there it is, just that easy. Then disengage the switch from the wires by pulling it straight back. And there's the switch. Now, take the new switch with the prongs in the exact same arrangement as the old switch and put it in the wiring harness. Plug it until it clicks. And then just like we did in the holder that was out, line the switch up on the pin that holds it in place. And then swing this, open the door, and a lot of times you have to have the door open to get the new switch in place, and sometimes you need to open the door to get the switch out. With the door open, and we can push down the latch and swing the new switch into position. Once it clicks in place and everything is lined back up again, there's the new door switch in place and ready to go. I made this video because one of the most frequent things that happen is that door switch fails. And most people will give up on their microwave because it will stop working and they don't know why. And most of the time it's because this little $2 door switch fails. And the reason it fails is it's taking the entire load of the high voltage end through that switch. When you're running your microwave and you're cooking and you need to get into the microwave while it's running, you should press the stop button on the controls up front. You press the stop button, the cook relay stops the microwave, and then when you open the door, there's no load on that little switch. But if you just merely open the door while it's running, that will chew up the points in that switch and ruin it. And then you'll get to use this video to change the switch in your microwave. But if you use the stop button, this switch will pretty much last the life of the microwave without ever having to be changed. So now that the switch is in place, everything's ready to go, you're ready to put the cover back on it. And put the cover back on by lifting it up. And in the front, there's a clip that has to engage with the front edge of the microwave and on the sides. So you push that into place on top first. And then on the sides, and then when it's all lined up, push it straight forward. Until the back is once again flush. And you can get the screws back in their holes just like that. And put the screws back in, and then you're complete with your repair. We hope you were able to get your microwave repaired by using this video. If you like what you see and would like to see more videos of this type for changing other components in the microwave, please hit the like button. And if you would like to, you can subscribe to CJ Haywire to see the other videos as I make them. And have a good day. Good luck with your work.